up Mary. We have a full body bar today. We're going to be using a long resistance band. So if you have one that's a different weight or resistance than mine, that's totally fine. You just might adjust where your hands are on the band throughout class. So that's something we'll kind of play with as we use the band for arm work, for seat work, for all kinds of fun stuff. To start class though, you can go ahead and ditch it. Just put it over the side and come to stand in parallel. I'm going to turn in profile just so you get a little better idea of form. You can stay facing or you can turn your call. Heels underneath the sits bones and all 10 toes are pointing forward. Just soften the knees a little, maybe give them a little shake. Shake the arms. Find stillness. Hands are going to come to the hips. I want you to inhale and lengthen the spine. As you exhale, I want you to keep the shape in your spine, just hinge forward. So you feel a little stretch through the hamstrings, a little activation through the glutes. You're pushing down through your heels. Take a big inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push through the heels to stand all the way up. Do that again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ribs are going to stay hugging in as you hinge yourself forward. Again, feeling a little bit of heat in the backs of the legs. Now feel your inner thighs rolling in towards each other here. So you're really in parallel. Then push your inner thighs away from each other. Take a big inhale. Exhale, stand all the way up. One last time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge it forward. Now once you find that hinged position, I want you to bend your knees and really reach your hips back so you're coming into your squat. From there, sweep the arms up overhead. You're going to push through the heels and inhale, rise to stand. Coming back into your squat, exhale down. Keep going like that. Up and down. If you want to pick up the pace, knock your socks off. As you stand, I want you to push through your heels and I want you to really actively squeeze your glutes. As you squat, the first movement is going to be the butt going back, not the knees bending. And what that allows you to do is keep the knees back behind the toes. 4 more, I want you to hold it low. 4, 3, we're going to keep doing this arm sweep just in our squat. The last one, hold it low, just sweep the arms back and sweep them forward. Sweep them back. Beautiful. Now as you sweep your arms back, you feel your collarbones get a little wider. You feel an opening through the fronts of the shoulders. As you sweep the arms overhead, you're going to ask your abdominals to do a little bit more work to stabilize you. So really wrap in to the sides of the waist. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Hands to prayer. Keep your right foot where it is. Step your left foot back. You're in a lunge position. So my back knee's under my back hip and my front knee's right over my front ankle. Torso is going to stay hinged and I'm going to really drive down to that front right heel. Back left foot steps in, steps back. Take it into squat. Take it back to lunge. Just a few here. Finding a little bit of balance on this right leg and building a little bit of heat in it as well. 4 more. Take it in. Take a lunge. Now as you come to the lunge, I want you to sink low. Yes. 2 more in. And lunge. Last one. Meet me in that lunge. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, wait a quarter turn to face me. Hands come to the inner thighs. And you find this nice external rotation. Now if you want to drop down to the forearms, if you want to twist, whatever feels good for your body here. And if you're not sure, then play. You can take a twist. You can take some cat-cows. Whatever allows you to get open through the chest, open through the spine, and open through the hips. Big inhale here. Big exhale, sink lower. Inhale, lift the heart. Quarter turn to the left. Step that left foot in, the right foot in, and come back into your squat. Now this time as you rise, I want you to lift your right knee to your chest. Back to your squat, switch. Left knee up, down. Let's go. Right knee and left knee. If this is bothersome for the fronts of your hips, then don't bring your knee as high. Again, we just want to get a little bit of balance. Maybe you pick up a little speed. Get the heart rate going. 4, 3, 2. Now hold that squat. Right foot steps back, lunge. Hold it. Draw that right hip forward. and push down to the front left heel. Really strong through both legs. Back right foot steps in. Right foot steps back. To your squat. To your lunge. We're grounding down through this left foot. Left hip bone is drawing back. And you're getting that heat building through the left quad. Go for it. And back. I'm getting it in the hamstring as well. 2 more. It's squats. And lunge. Last one. I want you to hold that lunge. Big inhale. Big exhale. Tap that back right knee down. Hands to the mat. All fours. Take a minute. Cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round through the spine. Spread the shoulder blades wide. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly. Draw the heels of the hands back. Exhale, round the spine. Push the mat away. Come back to your neutral position. Extend the right leg back behind you. Extend the left leg back behind you. Find your high plank. Press down through all 10 finger pads. And know that we're not going to be here very long. I just want you to set this alignment. Really squeeze the thumbs in and push the mat away so you're spreading your shoulder blades really wide here. Take a big inhale. Take a big exhale. Now on your next inhale, I want you to lift your right leg up. And on your exhale, I want you to pull your right knee to the outside of your right elbow. Feel that opening through the right hip. Big breath in. And as you exhale, step it back. Inhale, so the left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to the outside of the left elbow. Keep the hips square. Inhale. Exhale, step that left foot back and lift the hips high, downward dog. Walk your hands in as much as you need in order to feel this length through the spine and through the backs of the legs. 2 more big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Big exhale. From here, I want you to tap your knees down and sweep your legs around in front of you. We're going to come into some abdominal work. Grab your band. The band is going to come around your shins. You're going to glue your legs together. You're going to inhale, sit really tall. And on your exhale, I want you to wrap your pubic bone up towards your belly button and roll halfway down to the mat. Take a pause here. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to come down 2 more inches. Do that again. Inhale. And as you exhale, come down 2 more inches. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, rise up. You're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, pubic bone tips toward belly button, and you come halfway down to the mat, round into the low back. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, come a few inches lower. Do it again. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale, come a few inches lower. This time we're just gonna hold it. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, sit all the way up. Last time, inhale, sit tall. As you exhale, scoop the pubic bone towards the belly button. It's halfway down. Big breath in. Exhale, come 2 inches lower. Yes, so you're really firing up the abdominals before we do anything fancy. One more time, inhale. Exhale, 2 inches lower. This time, I want you to inhale. And I want you to exhale all the way down to your back, floating the legs up into a tabletop position. Beautiful. The band is going to stay around the shins. Now, if you prefer your legs hips distance, knock your socks off. That's totally fine. Apparently, I'm going to say knock your socks off 500 times in this class. I'm going to try not to say it again, okay? Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to press down on the band and feel your rib cage hug down into the mat. Again, inhale. And as you exhale, press down on the band and feel your sits bones squeeze together. Gorgeous. Now from here, you're going to take 1 more big breath in. And on your exhale, I want you to round head, neck, and shoulders up. Inhale, lengthen the spine as you lower the head down to the mat. Exhale, press down on the band and curl the heart up. 2 more like that. Inhale, lengthen and lower with control. Exhale, press down on the band and curl the heart to the thighs. Last time, you're going to inhale, lower the head. And on your exhale, press down on the band, curl the heart up, and then hold that curl. Start to take little presses down with the band, little press. little press, little press, little press. Yes. As you press down with the band, keep your gaze towards your knees and really feel the sides of the waist wrapping in and drawing down. You have 8 more. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that press. Inhale. And as you exhale, take the band off the thighs, the shins, and wrap it back right behind the base of the skull. Pull the ends of the band forward so you have this little hammock for your neck. You're going to inhale, lower the head. You're going to exhale, curl. Again, inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. 2 more, inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Last one, inhale, lower. Now hold that curl, pull the right shin in, switch, left leg in. Go, right leg in, and left leg in. Yes, now if you hate the band here, you can ditch it anytime. What I love about it is that it really offers some great support for your head and neck, which for me, fatigue really quickly. I have quite a large head. I wonder if that's perhaps why my neck gets so tired. Now, as you switch the legs, I want you to really use your breath. Inhale, exhale. You have 4, 3, 2. Stack the knees right over the hips and glue the legs together. From here, just a little curl. Go a little up, little up, little up, little up. Go, little curl, little curl. Yes, you have 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Exhale, lay the head back down to the mat. Take a minute, rest, hug your knees in. You're gonna do that whole thing one more time. You've got this. Take the band out, bring it around your shins. We are not gonna come all the way up to seated. It's just this supine series, laying on our back series. So extend the legs up to a tabletop or a rooftop position. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Pressing down on the band. Inhale, you lower. And exhale, we pull down on the band. And curl up. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Last one. Exhale, hold that curl. Go, little press, little press, little press. So you know the series. You've got it this time. If at any point you know you like the band behind your head and neck better, then go ahead and go there. And if this is too intense, you can do this series with your head down on the mat. It's still going to be incredibly challenging. The goal is to keep neutral through the spine. So if the only way for you to not arch your back is to push your low back down, then do that, okay? If you're able to stay in neutral, stay there. It's really whatever feels more successful. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale, float the band up, and bring it back behind the base of the skull, supporting the head and neck. From here, we inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. And exhale, curl. Last one. We hold the curl. Bicycle the legs, the right leg in. And left leg in. Yes. Right leg in. And left leg in. Now, if you wanted to twist here, you totally could. I find it a little awkward when I have the band like this. It makes me feel like I'm kind of craning my neck. But you're welcome if it feels good for you. Right leg in. The goal is to keep the pelvis really stable here and to focus on keeping the abdominals wrapping in and down. 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2. Here we are. Last set. Come back to that tabletop position. It's little curls with the heart. Go, little curl, little curl. Hard up, hard up. You have 12. There's no hold. You're done in 8. Get higher. And breathe. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Ooh, rest it back. Plant your feet. Take that band that's behind your head and neck, and just as gracefully as you can manage, which is not very gracefully for me, we're gonna shimmy this band underneath the backside of our rib cage. Beautiful. Let your head rest and give your neck a little breather. You're gonna grab the band in either hand. You're gonna press your elbows down into your mat. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to press your arms up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. So it's like a little, like a barbell basically, right? You can imagine yourself on the weight bench lifting those big old 200-pound weights, really adding resistance for yourself. Now, if this feels incredibly easy, the way to add more resistance here is to walk your hands farther down the band. So closer in towards your body, right? That's more resistance for you. If this is feeling absolutely impossible, then walk your hands the opposite direction and give yourself a little less tension. It's press and pull. As you pull the elbows wide, soften the ribs. Yes, go press and pull. You have 3 more. It's reach and squeeze. 2 more, go reach. Now I want you to hold that length up towards the ceiling. Knuckles are really long. You take bend, stretch, bend, reach. It's press and press, little press, little press. Yes, little reach. Now every time you extend the arms, I want you to soften the arm bones down so you're not lifting the shoulders up towards the ears. You're just reaching the arms longer. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. Hold that extension, big inhale, big exhale. Now as slowly as you possibly can, you're lowering the arms. 4, 3, resist, resist, resist. 2, and 1, hug the knees into the chest. Take a few little rocks, and then find yourself all the way up to standing, bringing your band with you. You're gonna start with your left foot. You're gonna step your left foot onto the band. Really doesn't matter where. Now from there, I want you to step your right foot back and find that lunge position that we found in our warm-up. So left heel is anchored down into the mat. Hips square off, and you're gonna hinge the torso forward. Now from there, hover that back knee just off the mat so you're nice and low. We're gonna come into some really deep thigh work and incorporate a lot of arm work in as well. Grab a hold of that band, lift the elbow high on the right side, tricep kickbacks. You take it, reach, extend, and bend it in. Extend it out, and bend it in. Yes, it's reach, and bend. Now here again, play with the amount of resistance that feels right for you, okay? You wanna be sure that your wrist joint is staying long. So my pinky finger is really reaching up to the ceiling as I extend my arm. As you bend, resist the urge to drop the elbow. Keep the elbow where it is. Yes, it's a static hold in the legs. So you start to feel a lot of heat build in this front left leg. 4 more, go 4. And bend. You have 3. And bend, gorgeous. You have 2. Now I want you to hold the extension of that right arm and just start to take the legs down and up. Little drop, little press, little down, little lift. So you're keeping the extension of the right arm. And then we're building in a lot of heat for the left leg. If at any point the resistance band is too much, you can ditch it. That's totally fine. As you drop your hips down and lift, I'm going to really pull this front left hip bone back and press the right hip forward. You have 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to hold that down. Just lift the right arm, little lift, little lift. It's a straight arm. You're lifting up and up and up. Gorgeous. Go and reach and lift. You're here for 16. Where could you soften? I just noticed I was super tense in my shoulders. Could you get a little low in the legs? You're here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale, bend the elbow. Exhale, extend the arm out in front of you. You're probably going to want to slide your hand a little farther down the band, so give yourself a little more resistance. Now from here, you're going to take a narrow row, and as you do that, you're going to rise all the way up. As you extend the arm, you're going to lower as low as you can. Down into that lunge. Ready? Let's go. It's row and lunge. Go row and lunge. Now as I'm coming into my lunge, I'm losing the tension on my band because my legs are going low. Whoa. And because I'm falling over. That's okay. Just regain the tension as you row and lower. Yes, squeeze. You have squeeze. 4 more just like that. Go. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to hold the legs low, and I want you to roll that elbow high. Little rows back, little pull, little pull. We're gonna add the hips, go a little drop, little drop. Things will change. You're rotating to face me, just like you did in your warm-up. You're there in 8, 7. Band is gonna stay under this left foot in 4, 3, 2, rotate, face me. Now, keep the band under your left foot. I just lost mine. And find your wide turn out position. Band is gonna be in the right hand. This left hand can rest on your hip. Sink the hips low. Underhand grip that band and find a bicep curl and reach. Go, curl and reach. Yes, curl. Gorgeous. So here, your biceps might be a little stronger than, say, your shoulders. You could absolutely slide your hand farther down the band and give yourself more resistance, more tension. You could also slow it down and really find the full in and lengthen, in and lengthen. Yes, perfect. You're here for 4, 3, go 2. Extend that right arm, hold it, inhale. On your exhale, I want you to slide your hand a little farther down the band. Float the right arm up, lower it down, yes. Go lift and lower. I know your thighs are talking to you. I hear you. Take a minute and really find the alignment here. Press through the heels and feel the inner thighs pressing back. So you're really rotating open through the thigh bones. Yes. You have 4 and lower. You have 3 and lower. 2 more. You're gonna hold that lift. And we're gonna bring attention to the legs. Hold that extension. Press the thigh bones back. Let's go. A little press, little press, little press. Yes, go a little press. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. I want you to hold that press. Back, drop the hips. Go drop, hand drop. Arm is still extended. Yes, pull out on that band. Things will change. You're in a quarter turn to your left. We're there in 4, we're there in 3, we're there in 2. Set the band down. Step on it with your right foot. Quarter turn to the right. And grab the band in your left hand. We have that hinge lunge position. Bend the knees and hinge the torso forward. So just like in your warm-up, that back left knee is under my left hip. The front right knee is directly over my front right ankle. Now again, you play with how much resistance you're going to give yourself here. Lift the left elbow high. Tricep kickbacks. Let's go. It's reach and bend. Yes. So the variations are going to look the same on this side because we did do a single arm series. So we want it to match, right? You don't want one arm all shaped and toned and super strong while the other arm misses out on all the fun. Now again, the left elbow is going to stay really high. And as you bend, try not to let that left elbow drop down. So it continues to stay lifted above your rib cage. You have 4 more kickbacks. 4, 3, 2. Hold the extension of that left arm and lift the left arm a little up, little lift, little lift. Pinky finger lifts up to try to elongate the wrist. Now again, you have this static hold in your legs. If you need more heat, I want you to sink your hips lower. Lift up, 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Keep that left arm lifted, inhale. Exhale. Drop the hips, little down, little up. Yes, little down, little up, little lower, little press. So you're pushing your back left hip bone forward to bring you down. And as you come up, I want you to push through the right heel. So it's drop and press. It's drop and press. You have 4, 3, 2. Stay low in the legs. Bend that left elbow. And again, slide your left hand a little farther down the band. Row the left elbow up as you rise all the way up. Straight legs. That feels really good. And then extend the arm as you sink even lower in that lunge. It's row and lower. Let's go. It's row and lower. Go, lift and lower. Squeeze. As you rise up, press that back left hip forward and really squeeze the back side of your left tricep. Shoulder blades squeeze together. So you're really initiating this movement with your shoulder blade. Going squeeze and squeeze, yes. You have 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold the legs low and row that left elbow. It's a little squeeze of the elbow, go a little back at the hips, little drop, let's go, it's down. Now from here, we're back in that wide turned out position, but this time the band will be in your left hand. You're there in 8, 7, 6, you're there in 4, 3, 2, quarter turn face me. Keep the band underneath your right foot, adjust however you need to. Underhand grip the band with your left hand. Bicep curl, in and lengthen, go, in and lengthen. My thighs are on fire. Go bend and lengthen. Now I'm actually gonna give myself a little more resistance. Yeah, I was totally cheating. So, be honest with yourself, right? Biceps are usually a little stronger than shoulders and triceps. So maybe you can walk your hands a little farther down. Yeah, good. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide your hand farther up the band. Overhand grip. Left arm lengthens up. Go, lift and lower. It's lift and lower. It's up and down. Yes. Take a minute. Check in with your legs. Squeeze the heels in and press the inner thighs open. You may find it's really hard for you to lift your chest up. If that's the case, maybe turn your toes forward a little more and know that you can lean forward a little here if you need. That's absolutely fine. 4, 3, 2, hold that lift, press it down, little down, little down, little down. Switching the variations up a little bit here. Now, I need a little less resistance. Listen to your body in that way too, right? You have 8 more. Go. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Lift the heart. Sink the hips. You're just gonna hold here. I know it's longer than the first side. That's because you did 2 variations on the first side. We're gonna take the band in both hands. We're gonna come to stand in 4. Left arm longer, 3. Hips lower, 2. Gently lower that band, release it from under your foot, and come to stand. Heels are gonna come together, toes are gonna be a few inches apart. Lift your heels slightly, squeeze them together, and then come down into this diamond shape. So we have like a little pizza slice between our feet, right? And a little opening for the inner thighs. Overhand grip your band, and pull out on it. Yes, wrist joints are nice and long, so you're not broken here. Go a little pull out hold. Little out hold. Little out hold. Same idea as before. If you need more resistance, walk your hands closer together. And if you need less, walk them farther apart. Go 4, 3, 2. Hold that press out. Lower the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up halfway and squeeze the heels. Yes, again, go lower. 3, 2, 1. Go lift halfway. Squeeze the heels. Pull out on the band. It's lower. 2, 3, 4. Stop right there. Pull out on the band. Now as you move, notice if you're leaning forward. Really fight to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips so that you're not leaning forward and missing out on this quadricep burn. Go down. 2, 3, 4. Go up halfway. Squeeze the heels. Pull out 2 more. It's down. 2, 3. Come up halfway. Squeeze the heels. Press out on the band. Last one. It's down. 2, 3. I want you to stay right there. I want you to breathe. Go, bend, stretch, bend, reach, bend, stretch, bend, reach. Little bend of the elbow, little extension of both arms. Yes. Squeeze your heels together and continue to pull out on that band. You're here for 8, 7, 6, one more variation, 4, 3, 2, hold that. Arms go a little down, little up, little down, little up. Yes, little down, little up. Squeeze your heels together and sink your hips lower. Yes, it's just 8, 7, 6. You have a hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it. Pull out on the band. Squeeze the heels, and then I want you to truly lower to your lowest point. 4, 3, yes, 2, oh, forward fold. Oh, let your head hang. Let your knees bend side to side. Whew. And find that stretch. Big inhale. Big exhale. Gently make your way all the way down to the mat. Keep your band with you. One more stretch here. Bring your big toes together. Take your knees about as wide as the mat. Sweep the right arm behind you. And inhale, lift that left arm high. Opening up to the whole left side of the body, especially that left quadricep. Big inhale. Big exhale. Gently switch sides, right hand back. Excuse me, left hand back, right arm high. Push down to the right shin and lift the hips up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Gently bring yourself back to center. We got some seat work. We got this. So, kind of a fun setup. So stick with me here. You're gonna take the ends of your band together, and then you're gonna take your left knee on top of the ends of your band. So you're anchoring it down. Now your right foot is gonna go into that loop that you just created. So left knee is on both sides of the band, as high or as low as you need, and the right foot goes into the loop. Now from here, let me get myself set up, there we go. We're gonna extend that right leg. Wow. So great opportunity to notice how much resistance you have, how much more or less you want, if it feels good for you. Now from here, I want you to lower that right leg to tap the floor and squeeze the left. Right leg lower, right leg lift. Now before we get too far here, please know that you're more than welcome to be on your forearms for this whole series, okay? If it doesn't feel comfortable for you. If your left knee is really bugging, you can roll your mat up and give yourself a little cushion. Or you can always grab a pillow or a towel too. So find that alignment, find your setup, and then when you're ready, jump in and join me with this straight leg, lower. Squeeze to lift. It's lower. Squeeze to lift, yes. So my left hip is drawing back, just like in your lunge. So that setup we had for our lunges, or our front hip, in this case our left hip, pulls back, and our back hip, in this case our right hip, draws forward. It's still gonna be where we wanna be here. 4 more, lower, squeeze and lift. 3 more, lower, squeeze. It's 2, and lift. Last one, I want you to hold that right leg lifted. Little lifts up, go a little up, little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. Yes, it's a little lift. The abdominals stay really strong here, and the back of the neck is long. Now you want more weight shifting into your right hand so that you're taking that length of your left side body and using it to help support you rather than dumping it into your left hip. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift, inhale. And on your exhale, I want you to bend your right leg in half, coming into this donkey shape. Little donkey kicks, up, go, little press, little press, little press, little press. So as you press up here, excuse me, the band was a little wonky. As you press up here, you want to really find that your right thigh is staying lifted and you're just pressing higher step, higher step, higher step, but they're really not dropping at all. The closer you get your heel into your seat, the more heat you're going to build in your hamstrings. So that's totally up to you. 16 more, go 16, 15. And finding this really challenging. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. I want you to hold that lift and take a big breath in. Now as you exhale, I want you to externally rotate your leg. So turn your leg out. I'm not opening my hips. I'm just taking my right femur bone and rotating it outward. Inhale, rotate back to parallel. Exhale, rotate open. Inhale, parallel. Exhale, rotate open. It's in, yes. And out. So if my hands are on your hips, they wouldn't be moving. It's just my thigh bone rotating in and rotating out, yes. Rotate in and rotate out. 4 more. Go in and rotate. 3. 2 more. Now you're gonna hold that rotation. This is it. Just lift that right leg up. Go little lift, little lift, little lift. Yes, little lift. At any point, if it's too much, forearms. Go little lift, little lift. Draw the left hip bone back. And really find length through the entire spine. Yes, you have 8, 7. You have a hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to lift the leg higher and maybe kick all the way out into that band. Hold it here. You're here for 4. Lift higher, 3. Lift higher, 2. Oh, and 1, child's pose. Big toes together. Knees wide. And then you can rock the hips from side to side. You can shake out the wrists. Whatever it is that you need to do here, do it. Take 1 more big breath. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to switch sides. So, roll your mat as you need. Grab any cushion that you need. Take both ends of the band this time underneath your right knee. Give yourself the minute or 2 that you need to get yourself all set up here. I know it's a little funky, but it's effective, huh? So ends of the band come underneath the right knee, and then the loop goes around the left foot. There it is. And from there, you're gonna extend that left leg long. Now find whatever position you need here. Find any props that you need. Find however amount of resistance you need. And once you have that, it's a little lift up and all the way down. Left leg lifts and left leg lowers. So starting in this full range of motion, just to give you a minute to get settled. Because it is kind of an awkward setup. It's a little unusual, maybe a little unorthodox. But something that I really love about these resistance bands is they are so effective in so many different capacities. You might even have seen classes of mine or of other people that have resistance loops. And the great thing about resistance band is tie them in a knot and ta-da, you have a resistance loop, right? So they're one of my favorite things to take when I travel. Oftentimes it's the only thing I take when I travel for workouts, because I can use it for all of my strength. I think that gave everybody enough time to get situated. So you have the 3 more here. And take it lower. Take a lift. It's 2. And lift. The last one down. Now I want you to hold that lift. Straight left leg goes a little up, little up, little up. Now here I want you to shift more weight into your left hand and really pull the right hip bone back. So you're long through both sides of the waist. Whenever we do this single leg work, it can be really easy to kind of dump into the supporting hip. But then you start to build a lot more heat in your supporting side than in your working side. Which, while that's not necessarily bad, I do want you to work your supporting side. I'd much rather more focus here be into the left glutes. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee in half. Donkey kicks. Go a little up, little press, little press, little press. So it's just a small pulse up to the ceiling here. Go up and up. Again, the closer that you get your left heel to your seat, the more you're going to fire up through your left hamstring. So that's 100% up to you and what feels best in your body. What you want to work on today, right? Go 16, 15. You have 8 more. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift. Inhale. And as you do that, I want you to exhale, rotate your left leg. So turn the left thigh bone out, keeping your hips as they are. As you exhale, I want you to rotate back into parallel. So it's inhale, open, and exhale, parallel. Rotate open. Rotate closed. So it's not my hip opening, it's my thigh bone rotating in the socket. Open, open, close and close. So it can be a little bit of an unusual feeling at first. So slow it down and just let that be unusual, right? Let yourself feel that articulation. You have 4. And close. You have 3. I feel like my leg is getting lower and lower here. 2. Now I want you to hold that external rotation. This is it. Little lifts up with that left leg. Go little lift. Little lift. Forearms are there for you anytime. Go little lift. Little lift. Feel the outer left glute squeeze as you lift the left leg up for 8, 7. You do have a hold. You're there in 4, 3, 2. Hold the lift, inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to extend that left leg out as high as you can. Squeeze the glute. Lift it higher. 4, 3, 2. Oh, soften the knee down. Child pose. Big toes together. Knees wide. Send the arms forward. And if it feels good for you, just rock the hips from side to side. We will finish with a little bit of centering work on our backs. You do not need a band. I suppose you could bring it if you really want it. Sure, why not? Let's bring it with us, see what happens. Plant the feet, roll all the way back on your back. Ground down to the heels. Take that band and extend it up towards the ceiling. Palms are gonna face towards your thighs. Now I want you to pull out on the band and really soften the arm bones back into the socket. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, I want you to lift the seat up about halfway, coming into a bridge shape. Yes. From there, wide arm row. Reach it up. Wide arm row. Reach it up. It's row. And reach. So you're pushing through the heels. And you're squeezing the glutes. I know you just worked the glutes so deeply. So they're probably a little fatigued, maybe even a little twitchy. That's okay. In fact, you should celebrate that. You worked so hard. I promise you're gonna stretch on the other side of the series. 2 more. It's a wide arm row. And reach it up. Last arm, wide arm row. And reach up, and I want you to take that row and I want you to hold it here. Pulling out on the band and lift your seat. Go little lift, little lift, little lift, little lift. Yes, push through the heels. Soften the face. If the band is too much, reach it back overhead. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift. Toe heel, walk your feet all the way together. And squeeze the inner thighs in. Tap the seat down. Lift it up. Yes. Go tap, extend the arms. Row and lift. Yes. Tap, extend. Row and lift. Tap, extend. Yes. Row and lift. 2 more. Last one. Hold that lift. Squeeze the inner thighs. Go, little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. This is it. You just have a hold. In 8, 7, 6. You're there in 4, 3. I want you to hold the squeeze of the inner thighs. I want you to send the arms up. Pull out on the band and soften the arm bones into the socket. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze the glutes and soften the rib cage. Hold 4. 3, pull out on the band. You're here for 2. Ooh, and 1, drop the seat down and hug your knees to your chest. You made it. Awesome, awesome work. Whew. Big inhale. Big exhale. Now since we have this band, let's use it to stretch. Plant the right foot And wrap the band around the ball of the left foot, extending the leg up to the ceiling. And you can bring that leg as close or as far from you as it feels good. You can walk your hands farther up or down the bands, all depending on your flexibility today. I am really fatigued after all of that seat work we just did, so I am really tight here. I'm gonna take it nice and gentle, add a little sway of the left leg, and just breathe, letting my left leg lengthen, letting the hamstring release. Big inhale, big exhale. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Just rest the band down as you float your legs up to come to a figure four. If it feels good to circle the right ankle around, you're welcome to do that. Reverse your circle. Inhale, draw the right thigh a little closer to you. And exhale, try to lengthen and soften the left glute. One more time, inhale. Exhale, soften. Gently lower your legs down and switch sides. The left foot to the mat. Band comes around the ball of the right foot. You extend it up to the ceiling. And again, play with finding the position that feels the best for you right now. Not about competing with me, with who you were in the past, or what your flexibility was in the past. None of that matters. Where are you right now, and what can you celebrate right now? I'm celebrating the fact that my hammies and glutes are on absolute fire, and they're still kind of twitching. But that means it was a damn good workout, right? Big inhale. Big exhale. Cross the right ankle over, ditch the band, and use your exhale to float your legs up to that figure four position. You can circle the left ankle around. And reverse your circle. Inhale, draw the thighs a little closer to you. And as you exhale, soften. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Hug both knees into the chest. And take a few rock and rolls to bring yourself up to seated. If you prefer to just roll to your side and press up, that's totally fine. Just meet me in your favorite seated position. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, way to cactus your arms and lift your chest. Inhale, press up. Exhale, cactus and lift. One more time, inhale, press up. Exhale, cactus and lift. Come back to neutral. Awesome, awesome work today. Questions, feedback, requests for future classes, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I really love hearing what you want and what you need. That's what I'm here for. And I really want to help you in whatever journey you're on. I hope you have a fantastic day. And that was a really hard class. You did it. Awesome work. I'll see you soon.